Hello, one and all. How are you all today? I've just got to do a couple minor things to get set up here. I didn't give myself completely a lot of time. I was on Don Billard, the Gaming Systems channel. So now I need to get the chat up here. Which will only take me a second or two. Although there's nobody here. Everybody's, all my guys are over on thing. Okay, hello. Live chat. Okay, so we got everything set up now. We are on day 2 of Iron Man, Salvation by Success. So, hey Bob, I see you followed me over. Okay, so we are on day 2 of Iron Man, Salvation by Success. The title today for it, Stronger, Faster, Better. Okay, in its original incarnation, the prototype armor was clunky and artistically drab, resembling a wrought of iron deep sea diving suit. In the second issue, Tony Stark tried to counter the grim demeanor of his armored identity by painting his suit golden yellow. The brighter tint helped a little, but the bulky body armor still evoked the impression of a painfully clunky dreadnought. The helmet was nearly expressionless lump of iron in the shape of a watermelon. The arms and legs were cylindrical and stocky, the fingers like blunt sausages. Nor was the armor built in weaponry particularly impressive. The cover blurb for Iron Man's first appearance in Tales of Suspense number 39 declared, "He lives, he walks, he conquers." I'm basically watching the first movie. Yeah, with a few differences, as you discovered yesterday. Aside from a few gimmicks, initially the armor didn't do much beyond walking. In his first adventures, Iron Man deployed a compressed air jets from his boots, suction cups, a miniature transmitter, a magnet, a finger saw, and a cigar lighter. Nice gadgets, but hardly a heavyweight arsenal in the fight against evil. This is making me go watch it again. Well, I guess that's good. The armor evolved dramatically over the next few months. New weapons appeared. The unsettling tendency for the armor to lose power came far less frequently. 10 issues after his debut, Tony Stark designed an entirely new battlesuit in Tales of Suspense number 48. The new Iron Man burst upon the scene. His armor was positively salvete compared to the original suit. Flexible metal alloy revealed the muscular contours of Tony Stark's arms and legs. His breastplate, gauntlets, and boot were more compact and more powerful. The face mask was expressive, and the entire armor was rendered in red and gold. For the first time, Iron Man actually looked like a superhero, instead of a radio-controlled automaton. In the 40 years since its origin, Iron Man's armor has gone through countless innovations and improvements. Stronger and lighter alloys, better power sources, and an ever-increasing battery of weapons. With which reach with each reincarnation, Iron Man recreated a specialized battlesuit for stealth missions, undersea exploits, and outer space battles. One armored outfit actually had a chameleon abilities, changing to match the color of the background of the terrain. The improvements in Iron Man's armor are visual parable. Parable, yeah, I think that's what it is. One that insists technology will inevitably improve. Science has no limits. Each scientific breakthrough is merely a prelude for the next great leap forward. If we can't invent something or to fix your problems today, just stick around. We'll figure out how to do it tomorrow. Hey, Rizzy Lee. I'm just in the middle of reading second part of chapter 4 of Who Needs a Superhero. It brings Christianity and superheroes together. And I'm almost done for today for reading, and then I will be getting on to doing um, some revamping of my characters. Or not revamp, remastering. Okay. Anyways, tomorrow. If anything, Tony Stark's story shows the same technology that might have ended his life also transformed him into a superhero. Maybe he did have it all: wealth, romance, intelligence, accomplishments, and good looks. As Tony Stark, innovator, but doesn't he have more as Iron Man, literally wrapped in cutting edge technology? Okay, so that's where we end today. Tomorrow we start off with um, how a man of metal and hope of a human heart. Well, that's funny. Well, sort of funny. Okay, so now we have to share the screen. I'll hide that. Bring up that. Okay. Okay, today we are going to actually be remastering 3 characters. This is my character Gemini. Gemini will appear in the first year and a half, I should say, of my comic universe. Gemini is was two twins, one male, one female, and in a science experiment gone AWire, they have the ability to combine. Half girl, half boy. So what we are going to do today, as I was saying, we got 3 to remaster. We are going to I just thought, Gemini, it's supposed to be twins, and I thought it would be interesting to combine a guy and a girl twin, fraternal twins. I just thought I thought it would be an interesting concept. I don't. They're both supposed to get powers, but I don't know what their powers are individually. Yeah, it's definitely a neat concept. Sometimes it can be hard to draw, for sure. Yeah, they live their own lives for the most part, but sometimes when they come together, I don't know. Let's see. I do. Hopefully, I have the profile all in full. Give me a half a second here. Well, see the black line that because that ends her costume, Bob. See the left half is yeah. I yeah. So yeah, they can split. Let's see. Here's my profile for the two of them together. Neil and Ginger Melinzi. I forget how. I'm not sure how to spell this. Say this. Malzizio were born identical twins except for their gender. They grew up with opposite personalities, but they had an unbreakable bond in their commitment to each other. Neil becomes a chemical scientist while Ginger decides to pursue an entertainment career a as a nightclub singer. One afternoon, Ginger decides to visit her brother in the lab in the middle of an experiment with some chemicals that Neil hadn't combined before an unexpected explosion occurs, dousing them both with dousing them both. With the aftermath, this triggers their bodies to merge into one person. At first, this causes a mental instability, and it started destroying and terrorizing the surrounding area. Thus is the birth of Gemini. So when they first start terrorizing, they are not in this costume. They each end up developing their own costume after they get unmerged because of whatever powers they're gonna get. And then somehow they end up coming together, and I don't know why they decided to go bad after that. I'll figure that out. It's, it is it as in the Flash they unify to get. Oh, you're thinking for Firestorm. Um, no, they don't have to unify to get powers. They have powers. Each have their own powers in and of themselves. I like I said, I have done individual bios too. I don't know where they are at the moment, but the chemical explosion, the chemicals caused them to merge. I don't know what the chemicals are or whatever. Just like for the Flash, that you're never told what the chemicals are that end up allowing him to gain access to the Speed Force. I haven't explored what the advantages. Like I said, there's destruction, so I think there's some super speed, not super speed, super strength in one of their persons. Like I said, just rereading this profile, I can see a lot of questions I need to ask myself. Need to ask if I didn't answer them in their individual bios, which I've got to find or rewrite or whatever. Um, what are their power? What are their powers? Why do they get together to do this afterwards? Is it involuntary? Why did they create the costumes afterwards? I know these are all questions I need to answer. Unfortunately, I stopped short. I got them combined once and stopped short. I guess I was not thinking too far enough ahead at the time. Seeing as how this bio was written like 15 years ago, it's a starting point, that's for sure. But that is about all it is at this point. Um, I definitely have to go back and do some more, add some more stuff to it to make sure it. goes right. So, is Red X a real villain? What do you mean Red X? I don't think he was ever in the comics. I don't know my Teen Titans that well. I haven't read a lot of the older ones. I know in the Teen Titans TV series, cartoon TV series, not the Go one, I wouldn't say he's a real villain. I'm not sure whether you've watched the whole show. Rizzy says he was only in the show. But seeing as how he's Robin in disguise, I wouldn't say he's a real villain. It's Robin pretending to be a villain for whatever, I forget what reason exactly. I think it had something to do with Deathstroke. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's amazing. Some characters get into the comics from stuff like that. Like Harley Quinn was never in the comics before Batman the Animated Series. It's only because of that that we have Harley Quinn in the comics. And I know there's been other characters like that too that have made the transition. Titanium Man or Crimson something, the Soviet Union version of the Russian version of Crimson Dynamo, the Russian version. Ironmonger as well. Okay. Don't know who Ironmonger is offhand. Okay. Actually, I think I've heard the name Ironmonger, but I don't know much about him. I don't think Marvel's ever did anything like the Crime Syndicate of America for the Avengers, where they created an alternate world where all the heroes are bad guys and all the bad guys are good guys. But evil still reigns. But evil reigns in that world. Isn't he? Titanium Man, yeah. I think it's Titanium Man. That's the villain from the first movie. But he's way better in the comics, in my opinion. And I haven't read a lot of comics for Iron Man. I don't think he was ever a business partner in the comics. Come back up for that symbol in a minute. I want to put the brush a little smaller for doing that. Get in a little bit closer. Who is Killian? He is a villain that was only introduced really recently. Well, not so recently now, but probably 10 years ago when they created the extremist suit, made Iron Man have a more biological connection to his armor. If I remember right. I do have the comic books for that, I believe, or I've read them anyways. To me, it was a really boring storyline. But that's just my opinion. I don't have any other ones at the moment. I'm wanting to make them up. I've started developing a couple, but my problem is I did those at my library computer. Well, I did that one through a scan of one of my action figures, messed with it a little, and then of course printed it up just like you can't see, what am I doing? Duh. Okay. Stop sharing. There. I printed it up as a blank. I've got several of these printed up, and I'm slowly gonna paint them. I've got a small one as well. It's a mini shield. Yeah. Here's one that's almost finished being done. I don't got the cape on him. I've got to do a slightly better job on the maple leaf. And I know I have it around here somewhere. I'm not sure where the one with my cape is at the moment. Hey, what kind of comic fan am I? Well, I do have that figurine statue up there of Spider Woman. I have a bin full of action figures. And that's my figurines of my characters, which are pretty neat that I have. Above the shelf. What thing above the shelf? You talking this thing, Bob? Oh, that's a toy. That's just a toy. It's not in the best condition. I bought it like that used for like $5 or something like that. And that's not above the shelf, that's on the shelf, Bob. You can't see the feet because of the little sign there that's sign. I'm not sharing, so. All right. Oh, now that I'm not sharing. Yeah, so yeah, that's on the shelf. It's not above. Let's see. Okay, so let's go Control A. Oh shoot! I didn't do this the easier way. Dum da dum dum dum. Especially since it was already colored in. Okay, well, we'll do it the better way. Thanks for the bonus lesson. What bonus lesson? Bonus lesson about what? About Iron Man? It's all part of the job, my fine feathered fiend. Okay, so we're gonna flip this. Oh, you're welcome. So, oh shoot, that didn't come all the way down. I'll have to redo things a little there. Okay. Oh, we need the yellow. Or that. Oh, Control Z. And that. And that. So anything else we can talk about, folks? Anything you want to know or whatever from me that if I can answer? Okay, so that's not gonna work. Okay. Switch this. Oh, hello to whomever's here. Probably Manny. Manny, where he cannot speak. Okay, so I'm gonna hide this for a second. Control A. We need to expand. And we need to zoom in. Up here. And get that. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. And put that up just a touch. This comes down like that. That goes up like that. That goes over like that. And I think that should be almost it, except for that. I'm gonna put Control A, expand, and we've made it using the shortcut. So now we just undo that and then gradient, sample that color there. Oh, we forgot to do that. Jeez. So much we are forgetting to do. Have you seen the death of? Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was pretty good. I can't wait for the sequel. Reign of the Superman. Okay, let's see. Comics, Flash Comics, characters, villains, Gemini. So by type. Let's see. Let's go with that one. Okay. Yeah, so their stuff information. Okay, I just came here for their eye color. Hair red, eyes brown. How is the body control for them? Like, you mean with the two different minds interacting? Well, as I said at first, their minds interacting is just going to drive them sort of a little insane, and they just go on a destructive rampage. I'm sure they're gonna get controlled somehow or whatever. Some sort of control is gonna come. Gemini. Like I said, sometimes this stuff works itself out in the writing, or at least that's how I work it out, usually. But I wouldn't say it'd be like a giant Power Ranger robot because, there's six people in there controlling stuff. Maybe the wills will they'll fight with amongst them. Yeah, the movement of the eyes, like they'll probably still be in control of each of their halves. Like, the guy will be in control of his part, and the girl will be in control of her part, but at the same time, they want to go two different ways. One can be looking one way and the other looking the other, so. Export. Okay, let's see whether we can do something that colors. We'll go 16 colors. This might be another way of doing things a little faster, especially when I have color. Something I discovered a couple days ago. Okay, and now we go expand. So now we can go. There we go. And now we take that yellow, bring it down here. And we go. Oh, I know what our problem is now. Make. So, now. Yeah, I found a way to get the do some of this stuff easier. You seen much of seen pretty much everything. Behind on I didn't catch Arrow last night or Supergirl the last couple of weeks or what's the name of it? Legends last night either, but other than that I'm pretty much up on it. Let's see. Hello to everybody who's coming in. This is the male half of Gemini. Done. All recolored. Yeah, especially in Supergirl and Black Lightning, I'd say is the two that got the most cringe in my opinion. Yeah, definitely something to look forward to. Save as. And they're bringing Batwoman in this season. That's going to be the major crossover event, bringing in Batwoman. So, and I've heard that that's going to actually be a show. Okay, so let's cancel. I want to do 16 colors. Oh, but that probably almost depends on how well that art does. I think. Yeah, probably. I don't mind Legends. I just wish Legends would have them in their super suits more often. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do Neo's eyes. to do something here. Oh, I forgot to expand too. There we go. Control A. And we'll make this. Okay, we'll see you later, Bob. Have a great day. You can't see everybody that's subbed to you, but I'll show you here. Doesn't show you everybody, but if you go into Creator Studio, hit your icon, and it doesn't show it here, but you go down, it'll. Here, I'll do it this way. Click Creator Studio, as you see there, and then wait for it to come up. Go to Community, and then Subscribers. And it'll show you some of them, but it won't show you all of them. Yes, I am. Rizzy, I am a Skillet fan. I've seen them several times in concert. There's something around where I am called Wonder Jam. It happens in our amusement park once a year, and they have been there several times. In fact, okay. Oh, you're not jealous yet. Here, I'm gonna unshare for a sec. Here, stop sharing for a sec. Let's see. I should. Actually, you know what? I don't need to do anything else, but Facebook. Do. Just give me a second here. I know I can't see the chat at the moment. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're a Skillet fan, Bob. Let's see. Photos. Um, okay, get really. Hey, Joshua. Rizzy, get really pumped up to be jealous. I'm not sure who Steel Panther is, but I can always check them out. This is Skillet, the band Skillet. I got my picture taken with them at Wonder Jam. Now I had a VIP pass, that's why I was able to do it, and I paid like over $100 for it. But that got me into the concert too. There was a couple other bands there that day, and I got to choose. My buddy got a picture too with them. You chose the right one. Uh, that's my buddy. Let's see. That's the band Third Day. Um, 1,000 Foot Crutch. My buddy Chris and 1,000 Foot Crutch. Me with Jamie Grace. A Statue of the Hulk. Me with $1 Million Man. Harry Kim from Voyager. Uh, me with Carrie Job. Me with Burt Ward. Tom Wopat. Supergirl from Smallville. I've got the other photos. Yeah, I think he's more shaved. Yeah, well, I paid to do it. It was more just a picture taking. Hi, how are you? uh, that Supergirl one cost me $40 to get my picture taken with her. Money well spent. I just got that one with Supergirl taken just this earlier this month when I went to Hamilton Comic Con. Laura Vanderroot. Okay, save as. Heck, I've got a picture of me and the General Lee, a picture of me and Kit, a picture of me on a speeder bike. What other? Picture of me in the DeLorean. Wait. Well, when I go to Comic Cons, I take the money to do this stuff. I try and go to Comic Cons with no less than $200. Although I don't usually spend more than $40 on a photo, like $60, 50, $60. I can't see spending on a photo with somebody. And I have a few others that aren't in there that I gotta find. Let's see. So what do you guys think of this? Yeah, I figure out who's going to be there, and I figure out who I possibly want to get a picture taken with. Nope, that is not Green Lantern. That is the Flame. Cross Comics character. And then, of course, we have also the Canadian Shield. Actually, I should make another background for that. I'm going to be doing this sort of thing for a few of my characters. No, the Flame is not a sidekick. He is a co-hero. They are on the same team together, hero team, but they work separately. Oh, that's good. Well, I like that you like the Canadian Shield. I'm gonna be starting to do this with all my premier characters. Then I'm gonna start with some of my villains. Yeah, he's Canadian Shield super friend. Yes, my Justice League, my Avengers. They are warriors. They are holy. Warriors. That's good. I like that you liked my characters. I like. Let's see. Those have been done now. Just at a glance, here are a lot of my characters. And that's not all of them. You know what? I know what I'm going to do here. Okay, since we got a little bit of time here, we plug this in. I'm copying this body. I did this for the flame and for Canadian Shield there. But I just copy the form. Yes, red shirts. That's what I was going for. Red shirts. And that's what I was going for. Red shirts. But Joshua, do you realize why all the red shirts, most of the red shirts that died in Star Trek in the original series? It's because they were security. Security goes first, right? Security dies first. Although security was engineering too. I bet you there's more gold shirts that die in the next generation than red shirts. They're all security guards. Canadian Shield's got no money. They all work for him because they fear and respect him. The Canadian Shield is an evil tyrant. Sounds like the anti-shield to me. So this will eventually be the bug-eyed wonder. Oh, hail the Canadian Shield! Kneel before the shield! Kneel before the shield! Sounds like you're starting a new cult there, Joshua. Sounds like you might not be loyal to somebody. Does your faith waver? Yeah. Yeah. I think I thought it was pretty good. Oh, we're down to 2 viewers. Okay. It's almost 1:30. We're down to just you and me. I think I'm going to end this for now. I will be back on tonight drawing some Scarecrow from DC Comics. So remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when I am going live. And check out my other content. What else can we say? Check out content. Um, check out the links in the description to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I think, and my DeviantArt. And share. And thank you very much for tuning in. Bye for now. God bless. And we'll see you hopefully later tonight.